3, 2, 1. Hi, welcome to Unnecessary Roughness, Barstool's college football podcast, brought to you by
Delicious
Twisted Tea. Look at it in my hand. The peach. Big Ev's got one over there. So does T-Bob. So does Kayce Smith in her hand. And shout out to Lukey Blutman because they are cold.
They're beautiful.
Cold as a whistle. They are cold and ready to go.
Not something that's cold, but that's
I want the boys on. Did you guys not cheers on the couch?
You ever had a hot whistle? Oh boy!
Oh, no.
Look at this.
T-Bob, come on.
He's got a drinking problem.
We had an entire straw debate.
Do you use straws?
And when the occasion
Kayce was
calls
implying
for it.
that straws are gay.
I did
and
not.
I have no problem
Hold
with that.
on a minute.
Straws can be useful.
I did not imply that whatsoever. I was surprised that T-Bob wanted a straw in his cold brew. Because I grabbed a straw for me, and he held his cup out to get a straw in it. And I was like, oh, I'm surprised you use straws in this type of drink.
T-Bob is a dainty little thing. Straws, yeah.
I did not imply. Men can use. I've long
T-Bob's
said
a delicate flower.
men can wear makeup for all I care. Men can wear Spanx. If women can do it, men can do it.
That's a gourd, brother.
Oh. I thought he was throwing me a napkin. I thought he was like throwing me something.
Well, the way you're holding, I can't.
I thought it was going to be something useful for me spilling twisted tea all over my
Anyways,
chest.
I wanted the boys to cheers on the couch, the Twisted Tea. It's been a while since we've all been together.
Cheers. I know. It's great to have everyone here.
Shout out Twisted Tea.
Can I just, before we get into all the games this weekend, can I share an anecdote from Wub this morning?
Yeah.
Me and T-Bob interviewed, I guess T-Bob interviewed him, but I was there too. T-Bob interviewed Texas Tech coach Joey McGuire this morning. And, a couple weeks ago, maybe last week, Texas Tech put out a pretty good hype video where they took something we said on the college football show or this show. I can't even remember. But took something I said about Houston covering against Texas Tech and really just kind of gotchaing me and making me look bad and saying, oh, look at this guy saying this. This is why we take motivation. That's why, I've been in hype videos a lot before.
You said that, this isn't Alabama, this isn't Georgia, they're not a blah, blah, blah.
I'm pretty sure it was this show.
And not only did they put it in the hype video, Kayce, usually when a team takes one of us and puts us in a hype video, it's because their social media guys, see what we say and say, oh, I can use that and put it in there. Mm-hmm. Do you know who picked it out for the Texas Tech video?
Joey McGuire?
Joey McGuire.
Yeah.
Joe McGuire said, yeah, I saw you say that, and I texted my guys. I said, hey, make sure you put this in there.
Do you think that
Are head coaches watching us and deciding? Because we're idiots.
Absolutely. I mean, let's not forget, Bielema was tweeting at you earlier this season. I will say, though, I'm sure one of his buddies, he's got buddies group chats, too, I'm sure one of his buddies sent in and was like, hey, Joey, did you see this? Then he saw it.
I got the sense Joey McGuire was watching the content.
He does seem like he may actually watch it, but then also, either way, he's very aware of it because he specifically mentioned using Pate in this week's.
Yeah.
So he might have feelers out there. He might watch some himself. He said after big wins, he has 50 to 100 people at the house and they just watch college football and smoke cigars.
I will say
I loved
now,
him. He was awesome.
He seems awesome. Texas Tech fans are really on one right now. And I said this either last week or the week before when Texas Tech fans, so it was after A&M played Mississippi State, Texas Tech fans were owning the color black. Texas Tech fan, and they should be, by the way, I'm not talking shit, they should be feeling themselves, but this is a whole level of Red Raider we've never seen before.
Can I talk to you about something?
Oh God, what?
No, because you can act like however you want to act. Your team is undefeated and everything. Online with the rest of us, A&M fans are on one right now too.
Yeah,
A&M fans are fucking on one.
Yeah.
So I don't think you can say it.
I'm not saying it's bad. No. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm saying that they are on one, and it is fascinating to see. Again, a lot of my friends from home, either went to A&M Texas or Texas Tech, so I'm seeing it. But no, they're on one with you because you put on your Instagram like you were a big A&M supporter, and you're just not.
I don't know that I've ever said I was a big A&M supporter.
But the clip that's on your Instagram makes it seem like you were pumping up A&M.
I think A&M's a good, solid team. I have said, I've been forthright the whole time about, listen, I think we're headed towards an SEC where everybody's got 2 losses. I don't think A&M's above that. And A&M fans act like I'm spitting on your dog's good eye.
Well, that was the reason. Okay,
you threw his cowbell.
No, I'm okay with it.
Ago.
But I don't want to make this an A&M podcast because somehow, even though you brought it up, it'll be my fault. That's how this audience works.
Yeah, that's true.
I will say though that there are a lot of text messages that I get that are point blank like, if you went to any other school, they wouldn't give you as much shit, but it's because you went to A&M. I'm just saying. We've
gotten to this point. Y'all are 6-0, but we've been here 6 times in the last decade and it always falls apart.
No. It's not been like this in a long time.
But it has.
It's not. It's not. Hey, guess what? This isn't an A&M podcast, Brandon. Why are you bringing up A&M all the time?
I don't know. There's a lot of games I can bring up this weekend.
There are a lot
of big
good games.
There are a lot of good games. You got a Holy War. You got USC Notre Dame. You got a lot of good games this weekend where people are. And I had the realization, particularly in the SEC. Okay. And I'm going to pull up the SEC schedule just as an example. I feel like there's a lot of teams in this country right now that are either sitting 5-1, 4-2, that over the next 6 weeks are going to have some hurt-ass feelings. There's some teams sitting there right now feeling good about where they are that are about to go off the fucking cliff. And I think Oklahoma's one of them. I think Vanderbilt either could be one of them or could be one of these teams that hurts feelings. I think Tennessee could be a team that's feeling good right now that shit could go sideways. And this week in the SEC, just for example, I'm using the SEC because there's only 4 good teams in the Big Ten. Y'all don't have any big games. But LSU, Vanderbilt, 2 5-1 teams, right? 2 5-1 teams, both ranked. Whoever loses this is good and fucked going down the stretch of the season.
Look, you know what you're getting at, dude. Cupcakes are done. We're into fucking nut cutting time. Late October, November, where fucking champions are made. Good. I want all these fucking, even if it's LSU, I want the frauds out. I want to see who's really about that life.
Oklahoma at South Carolina. Like, Oklahoma's a team with no offense. They're going on the road to a team with a good quarterback. That's a slippery slope. Ole Miss and Georgia. Does Ole Miss get figured out? Does Georgia get figured out? I mean, Georgia hadn't exactly been the most convincing team I've ever seen in my life. Texas, Kentucky, nothing. But Tennessee, Alabama is almost like an elimination game at this point. And I think the most dangerous spot of any SEC team, a ranked SEC team who feels like they're in great shape, Missouri's at Auburn. And Auburn's catching somebody. Auburn's fucking somebody's season. I had this realization. I said it to Blutman or said it to Big F, and both of them were like, I think Auburn is dangerous. You look up, they're going to beat, if they beat Mizzou this weekend, you look up, they might go fucking 8-4 or 7-5, like really fuck some teams up coming down the stretch of the season.
Dangerous to fuck some teams up, yes, but their offense is abysmal.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody in the SEC who's 5-1 thinks that their shit don't stink right now, and they're about to get that shit snuffed in their face by some of these teams.
Auburn is dangerous in that anytime you have a ton of underachieving talent, all it takes is one day putting it together. But I cannot believe that there's any consistency there for them to end up with.
But if Missouri loses to Auburn, Missouri's season as a whole is pretty much done.
Yes.
And that's where we are.
Auburn would have been a great choice for a sleeper team last night.
You know what? We got finished with that podcast, and you were like, "Oh, it can't be Clemson." First of all, it could have been Clemson.
I was the only one that said that.
Secondly,
Liam said the same thing.
I did come up with answers that were better. Auburn would be a great sleeper team coming down the stretch, and then there's another team. I think Minnesota in the Big Ten could have been a good answer because Minnesota could, if you look at their schedule coming down the stretch, I think they could fuck up some teams. And you look up, is Minnesota 9-3?
I would like you to know I've slept on it. You can't say Clemson's a sleeper team.
You 100% can.
Okay, we're not doing this again. Preview.
Just because you're wrong. Just because you're wrong.
No, it's not true. You can't be a national title contender. And
if you start 1-3 and everybody throws you out, you can be a sleeper coming down the stretch.
T-Bob's going to kill Ev on the couch with whatever he's holding.
I think he's killing his own nuts over there with his gourd.
That's
a gourd, by the way. Do y'all know what gourds are?
Yeah, so gourd's like a pumpkin.
There's right there. Squash right there, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a butternut squash.
I thought he was hitting Ev.
I love how gourds look like they're probably the most alien plant or near the most alien plants that we have on the planet.
Yeah, they're nothing. They're like nothing else. They're like the octopus.
This is from
world.
An Avatar set. These are not actual Earth plants here.
Gourds? What do you do with
some gourds? We can hollow them out, make birdhouses out of them.
That one's shockingly squishy.
My grandfather had a whole row of gourds where he put a hole in them and let birds have them as houses.
Huh.
Hey, you know what you are for that Clemson take? You're out of your gourd.
It took you 6 minutes to get there. That
was kind of.
Just popped
I usually don't find dad jokes that cute. That was cute. That was cute.
Shout out Twisted Tea. Got my brain working.
All right, so
5 ranked on ranked matchups this weekend.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Big time weekend. Where are we starting, Brandon?
Yeah, I mean,
it's big.
It's every weekend's big.
Yeah,
From here on out.
Yeah. Like this
except for the SEC, the one weekend in November that we all played.
That's true.
The School of the Deaf and Blind. No offense.
We don't have that this year.
Respectfully.
You don't play a ranked team for the rest of the year. Okay, you don't play a ranked team for the rest of the fucking year.
I mean, because it's SEC propaganda.
You don't play a ranked team for the rest of the fucking year.
We play better teams.
What are you doing?
Brandon's camera froze.
Uh-oh.
No, it's not. It's unfrozen. It's unfrozen.
It's back.
Unfrozen caveman
If
over
we're
here.
still recording,
Yeah, we're still recording, right?
Ev, to your point.
Just keep it in.
To your point.
If you want to sit up here and call Oklahoma top 10 wins and all this, that's fine. But you're
you guys are calling Illinois a top 10 win.
We didn't call it top 10.
Indiana is. They're like, oh, we have this many top 10 wins. Illinois,
guys,
top 10 wins.
So you want to sit here and just say LSU and Vanderbilt and Auburn at one point and
I
Oklahoma
just said,
and Ole Miss?
I just spent this whole time saying those teams are about to come back to Jesus. Did you not hear the whole first segment?
You're sitting here saying, they got no ranked wins or no more ranked teams.
Well, you don't. That's the truth.
That's only because of this propaganda.
I mean, look,
who is not ranked on your schedule going forward that should
But I'm
be?
saying we played them already, though. We played 2 of them already.
But we have the SEC has them all year. I will say,
But they have them all year because it's all bullshit.
So to Ev's point,
like Oklahoma being in the top, what are they, 5, 6?
I said that when they were top 5.
Laughable.
I said that when they were top 5.
I said it 3 weeks ago.
But they beat one of the.
When the Mateer hype train was as high as it was, I was the guy yelling, "This is nonsense."
That was T-Bob. T-Bob was saying Mateer for
I was
Heisman.
yelling, "This is nonsense."
Where do you?
People forget when we texted each other about Mateer.
Me and Blutman were texting each other, just like laugh, be like these, like not you guys, just like the general public.
All right, everybody,
I have a question.
The casuals quarterback won.
For the Big Ten boys in the room.
He was awesome.
The Big Ten boys in the room. The Big Ten boys in the room. Honest, and this could go anywhere. Where in the Big Ten right now do you rank Michigan?
Probably.
They're like the 5th best team.
6 or 7, maybe.
And Oklahoma
maybe
is nowhere near the top of the SEC, and they beat the brakes off of Michigan.
Okay,
you gotta be careful transiting properly.
This weekend,
Michigan.
we have the Holy War, Utah BYU. That is number 22 against number 15. BYU, one of those seasons, just like last year, where they're undefeated and not a soul on earth believes in them. And I don't think a soul on earth really needs to believe in them. But that's just me. But they're out there saying, you better believe in us. You better believe in us. And we'll see on this weekend. And then you have USC Notre Dame. It's a USC team that I think is a sneaky playoff contender at this point in the season, and a Notre Dame team that we all assume is going to win out after losing those first 2 games. And this is the big spot, right? This is the big spot for both of them. Blutman, you're looking confused.
No, I'm thinking back to what KB said a few weeks ago, that every time a Pope dies, Notre Dame finishes 9-3.
Yeah.
So this game's as good as done, in my opinion.
You think USC is winning this game because of the Pope dying corollary?
I didn't even know that.
In that kind of stuff. If you
KB's
believe in that
insane.
kind of stuff.
No, I do. I believe in that.
KB has the greatest brain known to man.
Yeah.
He and Nick Traney are.
So, like, Notre Dame is going to end up dropping one. Is it this one?
Yes.
I don't know. I do think USC gives them fits. I think the spread's a little too high,
did you
which
hear the other
scares
one?
me.
No, so I will say I already liked USC for this game. That just solidified it.
Did you hear the other one, though?
No, what was it?
At the beginning of the year, we were going over Heisman favorites, and KB said ever since there was a Heisman Trophy, in a year ending in 5, a running back has won the Heisman Trophy. Every single time.
And that's true?
1945, 55, 65, 75, 85, 95, 2005, 2015. A running back has won. And you go back, 2015 was Derrick Henry, 2005 was Reggie Bush, 1995 was Eddie George, 85 was Bo Jackson, 75 was Archie Griffin. Wow. I lose it at 65, but it was still running backs.
Wow.
Yeah.
And the natural disaster thing or whatever, the day disaster babies.
Yeah. So there's a lot going on here.
Listen, sold.
And which brings me to my point on this game.
Sold.
Coming out of this game, we do not have a clear Heisman favorite yet. USC Notre Dame. If Jaden Maiava goes off here, he's a Heisman candidate. And if Jeremiah Love runs for 200 yards and 3 touchdowns, he's a Heisman candidate.
What if CJ Carr goes crazy? Would you put him anywhere near it?
Yeah, I guess, but it's way better for my point about running backs winning the Heisman Trophy every year. There's a 5.
I understand, but the bigger point to this game, though, is that there are, like, when you going into this season, I don't know how many people would have said CJ Carr versus Jaden Maiava would be a big time quarterback matchup.
No, that's true. That's true. This is a quarterback matchup that is indicative of the insane re-expectation that we've had to put on this position. Where those are guys, like, I didn't believe in Jaden Maiava at all, and he might be playing better than anybody in the country.
I want y'all to answer me a question, and let's just throw all the gloves off and everything. And I just want you to answer this question: is Notre Dame good?
No.
No, is Notre Dame good?
What do you mean by good? I mean, yeah, they're good. Are they great? Or if we're saying like great is 10-2?
I think they're at 9-13. I think they're solid.
I'll say it like this. Answer this question. Notre Dame is a top blank team in this country.
15.
15 is the number I was going to say, too.
Like 18.
I think they could be top 12. They've lost to Miami in a close game. They lost A&M in a close game.
That's where they are good, but they haven't beaten anybody since.
Also, the Miami close game was like they made a nice push late. It really was.
It was like the Alabama-Missouri close
really
game.
A game,
Yeah.
But
until the very, very end,
Yeah.
it was sort of a game.
But it's also CJ Carr's first ever start?
It was. No,
on
he's
the
been
road
great
in Miami. Like,
I mean, their offense has been nothing to worry about. The defense, I am very frightened about. Like USC's passing attack should be throwing all over the yard on them, and that's why I worry about Notre Dame. I loved Notre Dame last year, and I trusted them in so many spots because of their identity, the scheme, the defense, everything. And it's like, I just don't see that with this team. I'm frightened anytime their secondary is going to be tested.
well, and don't lose sight of the fact that USC, I mean, as good as Maava is, and I love Mekhi Lemon, I want to talk about Lemon in a second, they ran the fuck out of the ball against Michigan.
King Miller.
With the freshman, King Miller, after the top two guys go down. So, like, there's some moxie to this SC team. A little, shades of toughness that have been absent in recent years, and they have a great chance to really reinforce that statement in South Bend.
If USC wins the next 2 games, they're in the playoff. USC has Notre Dame on the road. They have Nebraska at home. If they win those 2 games, then they got bullshit, a trip to Oregon they'll lose, and then UCLA, which probably maybe a toss up at this point. But let's just assume, for argument's sake, they win that game. They're 10-2 with they're in the playoff. This is like USC after they lost to Illinois. And by the way, that was a 2-point road loss to a team that has been in and around the top 25 all season.
I firmly believe Illinois will finish as a top 25 team. They're a good team.
They're a good solid team. Yeah, I would agree with that.
I'm all over USC this weekend.
All over them.
All over them.
All over them. I got a question for you, Big Ev. Jeremiah Smith, 5th in the Heisman voting right now, and if I had to guess, he's probably first in the Blitnikoff odds.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Probably. I mean, I would.
Why the fuck is that the case when Mekhi Lemon's better, Liam?
He's not a better football
He has
player.
4 more catches on the year. He's averaging 30 more yards a game right now. He's the sole focus when you play that USC offense. I'm just saying, Mekhi Lemon outperforming Jeremiah Smith, and yet not getting he's not even on Heisman boards.
But see, that's the issue with Ohio. We crown Ohio State receivers because they are the most uber talented. Like a couple of years ago, Marvin Harrison Jr. was this uber talented, crazy thing. Malik Neighbors objectively just had a better season, more catches, more yards, more everything. And Marvin Harrison Jr. won the Biletnikoff.
Yeah.
And no matter what, Jeremiah Smith is the best receiver in the country.
Yes, I
but
believe
they're not
that.
even using.
I do believe that. I just want to show love to Mekhi Lemon.
They're not using him like that. They're not going out there and using him as the best receiver in the country. Meanwhile, Mekhi Lemon is being used to the ultimate of what USC needs him to do. Ohio State's using Jeremiah Smith to probably like 50% of what he could do.
Yeah,
that's fair.
But I mean, also even like he talked about it or I think it was last week. They hit a big deep ball to Tate, and they sent him in motion. And literally in the middle of the play, Jeremiah Smith was laughing, pointing at them like, "Look at all you fools chasing me," while our other first-round receivers is streaking down the field wide open. So I mean, our offense has become a lot of that. When your other receiver is also a first-round pick, you have an NFL tight end, good running backs. Like we just use everyone else. He's never going to put up the gaudy numbers because there's so many mouths to feed.
I'm just fucking with Ev a little bit. I just mean that I want Mekhi Lemon to get love because
he's a great player. He's a great player.
He's right now statistically the best receiver in the Big Ten.
Yeah, I think Tate and Smith have like pretty similar numbers. Like Carnell Tate's having an awesome season.
Like Marvin Harrison Jr. won the Biletnikoff the other year, despite Jalen Hyatt having so much more production. But like that, like you gotta dive into it. Like Hyatt's success was completely scheme dependent. So I don't know, man. It is annoying though because
Malik Neighbors was the guy there.
Jalen Hyatt. It was Jalen Hyatt.
He stole it. You said Marv won it.
Hyatt stole what?
No, hold on. But the year that Malik Neighbors should have won it, Marvin Harrison won it.
Trust me, LSU fans were fucking furious.
Malik Neighbors was the best receiver in the country the year that Marvin Harrison won the Biletnikoff.
Yeah.
Yes. It was
I'm tripping. Yeah, I got messed up.
Because Hyatt stole the award the year before. Like,
Hyatt was sick at Tennessee.
They were like, we have to give it to Marv.
All right, we don't need to re-adjudicate old Biletnikoffs.
I don't know. I was just saying though, like
Ohio State fans enough. We don't need another one.
I'm just fixing Liam's brain because Liam has milk brain. I'm helping him get his thoughts.
I haven't slept in 3 weeks.
To Ev's point, yes, Carnell Tate and Jeremiah Smith to this point basically put up the same numbers, which shows you how powerful that combination is.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead. No,
you go.
No,
you
no,
go.
no, you go ahead.
No,
you go.
I'd rather you read the ad.
Well, no, I was going to say we've been talking about USC Notre Dame. We should just pick that game and move to the next game.
Well, we've got all the categories for that, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we're also going to talk about Georgia Ole Miss. I would assume it's a top 10 matchup.
Yeah.
And game time right now. I'm looking at it. Lukey's so good. Lukey printed this out for me. You can get some great seats for only like $200 inside Sanford Stadium right now.
Yep.
3:30 game between the hedges, thanks to game time. And of course, we know it's the best ticketing app of all time.
You can't sit between the hedges, though.
No, the game's in between the hedges.
Yeah, you sit outside the hedges.
No, but
the game's in between the hedges.
But then you can jump into the hedges if Georgia wins. Technically,
Over the hedge.
You can stumble in there drunkenly.
All the drunk moms are always in the hedges, always. But first, they will be in their seats thanks to Game Time. It's incredibly easy to use, and the Game Time guarantee means that you can trust you'll get 100% authentic tickets on time and the best price. Again, we're looking here at Ole Miss versus Georgia. I mean, just absolutely fantastic seats for $282 each. So take the guesswork out of buying college football tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, use code RUFF for $20 off your first purchase. Again, that's RUFF, ROUGH. Create an account, redeem code RUFF. Swipe, tap, ticket, go. Download the Game Time app today. I know we have categories.
Wait, real quick on Game Time, because I just had a personal Game Time experience. I went to the Blackhawk game Monday, got us incredible seats at a great price, and I legitimately, no lie, used the money I saved to buy a jersey. Mm-hmm. So there you go. It's all real.
Now
it's all real, guys. Check
and
it out.
It's notable that he did not use the money he saved to give to Brandon Walker, who got him hooked up with the great seats.
Oh my God! You send a fucking text. You think you hung the moon? Jesus, guy.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Did he get you good seats?
And you know what else, Kayce?
No, I'm
You know
just
what
kidding.
else?
I've thanked him a lot.
Hold on. Listen to this.
Oh boy.
How many wives do I have?
1,
How many kids do I have?
4,
How many people is that?
5.
Huh? Me too.
Oh, 6.
That's 6 people. So I've been working here a long time, and I have never once, whenever I ask for Game Time seats, I'm like
Yes,
4.
yeah.
I ask for 2.
Yeah, I always ask for
3.
2.
I always leave a couple people home because asking for 6 is crazy.
Right.
Asking for 6 is crazy.
That is crazy.
T-Bob, how many did you get? How many did you ask for?
I got 6.
You got 6.
I had
First time
four.
out, Kayce.
I had
First time out.
4. I had 4 friends in town,
First time out, Kayce.
and it was a Blackhawks game on a Monday where the Bears are playing Monday Night Football. It's like 3/4 full. Fucking awesome, by the way. Absolutely electric. Love the Blackhawks.
Isn't it great, though?
It was great.
By
It was
the
the
way, you
best.
know that you don't have to go through Brandon for that. You can just ask.
No,
I was just gonna say,
time out.
I texted the Roughness group.
the guy is actually he's in the building.
The guy
today.
that I get tickets from is
right.
Mulcahy.
But he
He's
didn't
right
know
here.
Mulcahy, so I hooked him up with Mulcahy.
Yeah,
Well,
he put
but
me in
so
touch.
Mulcahy's
you
the guy.
could have just texted Mulcahy.
Wait, I think I texted the group.
But he
didn't
didn't
I?
know Mulcahy. I had to set him up with Mulcahy. Now he knows.
That's why I'm saying that Brandon sent one text and he thinks he hung the moon. All he did was
That
text
is
Mulcahy
crazy,
and
but
be
also-
like,
Well, that's why
6
immediately when you were
tickets
like,
is
I got him
crazy.
tickets, I'm like, you texted Mulcahy and he got tickets.
I gotta say, that's crazy. Mulcahy got the tickets, so that's to you. Getting 6 tickets off the rip is crazy.
6 tickets.
I always get 2. I always ask for 2.
Blackhawks game?
2's usually
I
my
said-
number.
2 is
said-
usually the number.
But
I
you're right. I usually ask for like concerts that are more expensive and things
I
like
said,
that.
look, I know this is a bit much. 6, and just tell me no. If
You know what's
not.
going to be great? At some point in this month, they're going to be like, hey, the Game Time budget's out. And even if it has nothing to do with you, we're going to be like, remember that one time T-Bob took 6 fucking Game Time
That was
tickets?
it.
Yeah, to the Monday night Blackhawks game. Sure.
That was it. It ended after
No,
that.
it ended. Like, I can't go
Whole
to
year's
a
budget.
concert at the end of the month because T-Bob used 6 Game Time tickets.
So much fun though. Legitimately so fun. The hockey's great. Live hockey's great. Wearing jerseys is great. It was super cool.
But
Thank you,
the
Game
Game Time game that I was bringing up, the Ole Miss Georgia game, spoiler, this is going to be coming up in a category, but the fact that when we were there last year for the college football show, we were in Oxford when they upset Georgia 28-10. Kirby, one of the best coaches in the country. He's 1-2 against Ole Miss. And this game to me is incredibly fascinating because we saw Ole Miss look like absolute shit last week against a team they were 33-point favorites over. Georgia's not been convincing either, and I'm just so excited that I don't root for either one of these teams to watch this game.
So I'm not putting a whole lot of stock into Ole Miss being so bad against Washington State. They were
bad.
But I just don't know that a Lane Kiffin coach team is going to be that bad 2 weeks in a row. The more stock I'm putting on the fact is that they went on the road to Kentucky. They looked average at best. And now they're going on the road to Georgia. Georgia's been in these big time spots a lot. Kirby lost to this team last year and really weren't even competitive. Ole Miss beat the fuck out of them with a great defense. I feel like Kirby's had this one circled for a while. Now, they are coming off an emotional rivalry game against Auburn on the road. That gives me a little pause, but I think Ole Miss is a good, solid team, probably a top 15 team in the country. I think Ole Miss is cosplaying as a top 5 team right now, and I think it ends probably right here. And I hope it ends right here. Let's just be honest.
I don't have much disagreement. I mean, I think this is Georgia all day, and I am not knocking Ole Miss at all for the Washington State game last week. I feel very confident that Ole Miss has been solely focused on Georgia for 2 full weeks now, with the bye week, the week of Wazoo, basically thinking that they could kind of sleepwalk through it. Sleepwalk they did. They survived. And look, great teams generally have one close run-in with a team that is lesser than them. Even, so like, whatever. I don't care about that.
Ole Miss has had 3, though.
What's that?
Ole Miss has had 3 now.
No, I agree. Yeah. I agree. I'm just saying that I like Georgia, and I don't even feel like I'm not using the Washington State piece to form that opinion. It's in Athens. Georgia just lost in Athens for the first time, 33 games? You think they're going to lose 2 in a row?
Yeah.
There's no fucking way.
Also, Trinidad Chambliss's first road start could be a little bit scary.
Long distance.
Oh yeah, that's a good
start.
point. We looked it up today after Kayce said that. Was it 4 home starts in a row for Trinidad? Now
and
he's
looked
going to go 2
great
between the hedges.
But I mean, yeah, this is a big thing. But also, I don't know. There's something with Kirby and Lane. Like, I feel like there's going to be some, it's like the Saban coordinator bowl. Like, there's always going to be some weird things happening here. But I don't know. Maybe it's just going off of the way. Ole Miss did not look good last week. I completely agree. We can't put too much stock in that. But there's just something about this Ole Miss team that feels like it's going to be lingering around for a little bit. And I don't know why I feel that way. Like that, it's not like I'm not some like Ball Einstein by saying that. There's something about this team that feels like they're going to linger around to the very end.
You're not a Ball Einstein.
Ball Einstein.
Ball Einstein.
No Ball Einstein here.
All right. I think we should probably just cover the rest of these games by virtue of the categories.
Okay.
Ballenstein.
And then when we get to a game we haven't covered yet, we'll stop and say, what do you think about that game, stuff like that. Yeah, but you do have your face pursed to say something there.
Yeah, I want to get Ev's.
I think it's a close game. I don't think either team is that good. Like, I don't even know if really either team is top 10, to be honest. I'm just so every time I see Georgia, I feel like I'm less impressed with them than the time before. They have not had one game where I was like, "There's Georgia." Like that's like the national title type team. I don't see it. I don't think Ole Miss is that great either. I don't think both their defenses are really good at all. I think it's going to be a high scoring game, and I think Ole Miss in a shootout will hang.
I don't fully agree with you on the Georgia take. I agree with you that we have not seen them look like a title contender or a great team for a full game. Second half against Auburn was dominant. They just absolutely dominated that game. They ended up winning 20-10, but like they dominated that fucking game after that fumble.
I just don't think Auburn's
and they dominated Tennessee in the second half.
Why did Georgia start so slow this year?
And they it just, I don't know. They're not putting full games together anymore. It's like they get bored, or they're just not. They're not up for something. Kirby's not getting them up, or whatever. But like at Auburn, they're on the road. They're down 10. They get a fumble, and they flip a switch, and they just destroy that team from there on out. Now Hugh Freeze is a quitter and a baby back bitch, so maybe that helps.
I think that was a big part of it. I think they, after that goal line play, they folded. They took on it was because Freeze folded. Freeze folded, and the team folded because of it.
But I mean, look, Tennessee jumped their ass. They came back and won. Alabama jumped their ass. They damn near came back and won. They just got to have a fast start. I mean, I guess that's the key. Like, we're doing like a keys to the game. Like, Ole Miss, if they can jump their ass, they'll have a chance. If Georgia gets a lead early, then they might. Then Ole Miss could be in trouble.
All right, let's get to the categories in just a second. Blutman, I'm going to give you 90 seconds. BYU is at Utah. I mean, Utah's at BYU. Excuse me. Yes.
That's also a category, though.
What is the game
the
of the
Holy
week?
War.
That's a. Oh, we're talking about that game today. Oh, we'll get to that game in a little bit. First, we're going to talk about the Cracker Barrel Game of the Week. This Game of the Week segment is brought to you by Cracker Barrel. Cracker Barrel is giving you all the more of what you already love, and then it just has a blank space. And everybody sit back as I fill in that blank space with the fried pork chops on, again, I believe Monday night, maybe Tuesday night, though. The meatloaf at Cracker Barrel is delicious. The fried chicken with the white gravy come on. The fried okra, the hash brown casserole, the greens. My wife likes the greens. I'm not a greens guy.
Love greens.
But my wife likes the greens. Baked apples. My daughter loves the baked apples. She loves getting those.
I love the baked apples.
I've never had a baked apple.
I absolutely. They're
With
so
some cinnamon.
The warm feeling they put in your stomach when you eat them. Oh my God! And we're getting into the winter months too. We're getting into the fall. Just going to a Cracker Barrel and you get a table close to the fireplace. Maybe as we're waiting for our food, T-Bob, me and you run over to the chess board and we just play a little chess.
I was running the table.
Or checkers, excuse me, checkers, not chess.
Okay.
We're playing a little checkers, and I beat the living piss out of you.
I mean, we are going there today.
And I didn't want to tell everybody, but we're going there today.
Sorry.
We're getting finished with this.
Supposed to do that?
We're heading up I-94. Look at Big Ev. He's jiggling and giggling over there.
Good. It's so good.
We are taking a field trip.
Do they know we're coming to eat? I'm coming to eat.
Oh, I know you are. Listen, before you got in here when you were on the yak, we have a whole plan. We'll fill you in afterwards.
All right, fair enough,
we have a whole plan.
For this, there's time allocated for me and Brandon to eat.
Yes.
Okay.
There's a
that
full.
was made very. That was
There is a
established.
full.
Like, we're not talking about the job right now, not the job.
No. There is time allocated for the two of you to sit down and break bread together.
Okay.
Fried chicken, maybe some pancakes.
Yes.
Who knows?
Come on, who knows?
The world's our oyster.
I would
the whole
dabble
thing
in a
is-
pancake.
Swing by and visit Cracker Barrel today. See how Cracker Barrel is bringing you more crave-worthy country hospitality and all the more to enjoy. Swing by and visit Cracker Barrel today. All right. So the Cracker Barrel game of the week, Kayce Smith is.
Well, we already talked about it, so we don't need to spend a whole much time on it. But it is Ole Miss Georgia for me. When you look at the SEC and all the things that you mentioned with the way the SEC is going to shake out, this is a very important game for the playoff picture. And I just love the revenge factor. I love Kirby versus Lane. I love the whole thing about it. And this is the top 10 matchup of the week.
Big Ev, the Cracker Barrel game of the week is.
I think it's Bama, Tennessee, and I feel like that out of all the big games this week, I feel like that one for some reason isn't getting the hype it deserves, especially with how good Bama's looked. I mean, it's a game that spread. I don't see him having a struggle with a read on it, but this is I think you mentioned before, Brendan. This is de facto a playoff. I think the winner of this game will be in the playoff. I feel pretty confident in that either side. But Tennessee is they've kind of been up and down, but they've shown you a lot of good. In that Georgia game we're talking about, there was a lot of good in there. Now there was some bad on defense, and that stood true.
Yeah.
But they're very talented offensively. They definitely are capable of winning the game, but it's obviously tough to go into Tuscaloosa and get a win.
I think this is more likely to be a shootout than Ole Miss Georgia.
I think they both probably will be. I think you're right.
Yeah, when T-Bob and I were looking at stats before this, it's that Tennessee has the best scoring offense and total offense in the SEC and the worst scoring defense.
Yeah,
so
34 to Mississippi State, 44 to Georgia, 31 to Arkansas.
Tennessee's not only the highest scoring offense in the SEC, they're actually the highest scoring offense in the country.
Wow.
Right now.
And their defense is garbage.
Yeah, so it's a weird thing. Their first SEC offense, last defense, and Bama's middle in both.
Yeah.
So they kind of would seemingly even out a bit.
Alabama also seems better than middle in both, don't they?
Yes.
Yeah, maybe, but they've also played probably a harder schedule than Tennessee has thus far.
Yeah.
We're still in that spot where there's only been 6 games, so one really bad game can still kind of
Maybe, and I'm a prisoner of the moment. I just can't bet against Ty Simpson right now. I can't do it.
T-Bob, what is the Cracker Barrel game of the week?
The Cracker Barrel game of the week is USC and Notre Dame. And the reason being right now is it's this whole Big Ten versus the SEC argument that's been taking place. And look, Washington is getting objectively screwed right now. But even then, we can all accept that Washington should be ranked, right? You can compare their resumes to 5-1 LSU, 5-1 Mizzou, and then there's a third, maybe
Vanderbilt.
5-1 Vanderbilt, and Washington is better than all of them. They should be ranked. But after Washington, it does start to get maybe a bit hazy. And the Big Ten having another great team would go a long way towards proving the Big Ten fans' point. And USC going on the road and winning Notre Dame would be absolutely massive for the conference. It'd be unreal for the Lincoln Riley era. It'd be unreal for Lincoln Riley's career.
Yeah.
To this point, we think he's a fraud. We think he's a failure. And on the flip side, Notre Dame has 2 best losses in the country, as funny as this sentence is. That is, and we kind of feel like they have a chance to run the table, maybe show that they're still very good. So I think there's really actually very massive stakes for both teams in play here. And We grew up on USC Notre Dame.
It's a de facto playoff game.
Like, this is fucking sexy.
Yeah, well,
we all
very
remember
sexy.
the Leinart fucking Reggie Bush tush push back in the day, and all those moments. The original tush push.
the Bush push.
The Bush push. Excuse me.
Bush
Yes, the Bush push. I apologize. The Kim K push.
Okay. Are you gonna force? You're gonna get that in every show you're on.
Yeah, I've done it like 4 shows
Yeah.
now. Like 4 different shows. In fact,
It is all the rage on social media
I'm
right
definitely
now.
going to do a wake up Barstool bit where
On
I
my
show up
algorithm.
wearing
In the bush?
wearing the bush over my pants.
I mean, everybody's making fun of it.
So I also think USC.
They also made the fake nipple shirt. Remember that? The fake Pierce nipple shirt.
That makes way more sense to me, but I won't
I
get
agree,
it.
I agree,
The,
I
the
agree.
fake nipple shirt makes way more sense.
I think USC is living on a razor blade too here, right? Like if they win, they start talking about playoffs. If
Yep.
they lose, the cheese doesn't have to slide off the cracker too far for him to lose his job this year. Like I feel like this is a line of demarcation for
It's
them.
like a fork in the road.
Yes.
Yeah, it really is.
Liam.
Liam Blutman, what is the Cracker Barrel game of the week?
The one that we have another segment to talk about. So
Yeah.
it's
Well, why
it's
not?
the Holy War, man. I won't get too into
leave
it.
it.
I won't
Save
get
it.
too into it.
Yeah.
But the Holy War fires me up so much, and it is so good to have these two bitter rivals in the same conference again, playing heated battles and how much trash they talk. It's so good, so underappreciated. It's an immaculate uniform matchup. The clashing bold blue, the clashing
saving anything.
bold red.
No,
I can't
save
wait.
it.
He's not saving anything.
I saved 98% of what I have to say.
I think Liam saved 10 minutes.
My Cracker Barrel game of the week, and is I'm also going to have to save it because I agree with Liam. You've got some kind of USC Notre Dame's a rival, Alabama Tennessee's a rival, but there's not pure absolute cross the road when you see them hatred like there is in the Holy War. We were in Salt Lake City a couple of weeks ago.
Good Lord.
And what did those Utah fans want to talk about? Did they want to talk about Devin Dampier? Did they want to talk about their team? No, they want to talk about fuck BYU. That's all they wanted to talk about.
And we were there for the Texas Tech game, and they didn't give a shit they were playing Texas Tech that
they
day. All they
only
wanted
cared to talk about BYU, and then BYU fans were in my DM saying, "Why the fuck did you go there first?"
And by the way, the fact that Big Noon Kickoff is going, but the Barstool College Football Show isn't, like, I don't think they've realized that yet, because everyone's like, you guys better say Provo's way fucking better. And it's like, guys, we're not going to be there. But Dave will be there. The boys will be there from Big Noon Kickoff. Maybe they'll say it, but they hate each other.
They
and
hate
by the
each
way,
other and their
they
steaks.
swear way more at Utah than I thought they did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
they're
what I told you, right?
Swear.
Yeah.
They're
That's
the
genuine
rebellious, like Mormons.
All right.
But do you think that the
Like,
show...
we're fun
Yeah.
over
Like
here in
they're
Salt Lake.
T-Bob. They're the bad boys.
Yeah.
Over in Salt
They
Lake.
don't have to
Yeah.
soak.
Get some soda
In
down here.
Soak Lake
All right.
City,
You'll get
they
you some
cuss
beer-
a
you get
little.
you some
They'll
beer
have a
certain times a day.
brewski.
They don't
Did you
just
say
soak there.
Soak Lake City?
What's the Kayce Smith?
Yes. Soak Lake City is very funny.
Soak Lake
good.
City is
Casey Smith,
great.
what's the under the
Do you
radar
think
game?
they soak more in Provo or in Salt Lake
No,
City?
Salt Lake, for sure.
definitely.
Soak Lake
Well,
for
Salt
sure.
Lake, I think they just do some fucking.
Right.
Yeah, probably that's true too.
There's some
actually.
fucking going on there.
Casey Smith.
Yes.
What's the under the radar game of the week?
You mentioned, we talked about John Mateer earlier. This Oklahoma South Carolina game, I feel like because Oklahoma lost the way that they did last week, and John Mateer like very clearly was hurt. He had his worst game of being a college football starter, but there's something weird. Like, South Carolina's definitely not come to fruition the way that we thought they would. Lenore Sellers has been pretty good this year. There's something about this game that's just flying under the radar. When you talk about teams that could start messing up playoff hopes down the stretch, South Carolina is one of those teams to me. And I feel like because of the way Oklahoma played in the Red River shootout, everyone's like, it's always going to be a shootout to me because I can't say Red River rivalry. This game is very under the radar, but also very sneaky for teams that could upset potential SEC, contenders.
Big Av, what's the under the radar game of the week?
I think the one clear that stood out to me is Georgia Tech at Duke.
Yeah.
And I've been like the biggest Georgia Tech guy ever. This is the most Duke spot of all time. I'll be betting Duke. I think Duke's going to win the game. Also, Duke's a team that I know Liam's been ahead of it. They've been very under the radar. They had that really bad second half against Illinois with the turnovers that made the game look worse than it was, and they lost to Tulane. But since then, they've been really, really good. They go to Cal, or played Cal last week, went to Cal, and beat the shit out of them and got down early, ended up smoking them. I think Duke's a legit good team. I think they're a team that can fuck up a few things for the ACC. maybe get back in the mix. Like you said, the 2 losses I just said are not in the ACC, so they're still alive. As much as I love Georgia Tech, they also have not been great on the road. Like they've won their games, but Wake Forest really struggled. Colorado didn't have their best game, was able to pull out a win. I think this is a tough spot. I think Duke wins the game, but I think it's going to be a great game.
T-Bob, the under-the-radar game of the week.
Well, I was going to do that one, but instead, I'll do a little Mississippi State, Florida. Mississippi State, Florida. Mississippi State.
Liam has the biggest smile over there.
What?
Is it in the swamp?
It's in the
Yeah.
swamp.
Remember, of course, this is the game that before the season even started, our own Liam Blutman said that Billy Napier would be fired after this game.
Rumors are that might be happening regardless.
Well, I was going to say,
Like, when did he get fired?
so it's very funny that, like, Florida, shit or get off the pot. Because today there's all kind of articles and tweets about Scott Strickland meeting with boosters to talk about firing Billy Napier. Like, guys, what the fuck are we doing?
What
at this
are we
point?
doing? Yeah.
Like, what are we doing? Penn State just fired Franklin. Everybody's getting
Took
fucking
Penn State
fired.
3 minutes to fire James Franklin.
That's what I'm saying. And
And their
Florida's-
buyout, his buyout's like $2 billion.
and Florida knows they're firing this guy. Like, they know it.
Everybody knows it.
And now they're having meetings about firing him, and he's having to read it.
Billy
I
Napier
don't
should
know
fire
what's
himself.
going on.
He should just go to Scott
Just
Strickland and say,
walk
listen,
away.
I'm going to go and do this for you. I'm fired.
Do what
crazy.
Ed Orgeron did after he got let go, but use the same quote. Like, brother, you tell me which door.
How much you going to give me? Where's the door at?
Yeah, exactly.
It's so crazy though that they even gave Billy this year to me.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Also, I love
waste.
the is this guy Parker Fleming Stats of War on Twitter, and he does a bunch of advanced stats for each game, and they're always kind of interesting. State 48% win probability in the swamp, baby. That's big. That's kind of nice. I'm excited to see this one. Also, I wanted to put this into the conversation of like, okay, so Florida's going to open up right now. You have UCLA, Virginia Tech, Penn State, Oklahoma State, Stanford, Arkansas, and Oregon State all open. Very good chances we could have Wisconsin, Florida, Michigan, Florida State, Kentucky, Auburn, UNC. This shit, there's not even enough coaches to hire.
I know that's like what pool do you go
This
out
is
and
going to
get?
be fucking insane.
It's going to be so fun when teams like a fans like, man, it's so cool that like our job's not open and we're chilling, and then their coach gets poached, and then you're part of the
There's
problem.
a lot of people who are comfortable right now.
and they
whose
should be
coach-
very uncomfortable.
Whose coach will not be their coach next year.
Get too
Yeah.
comfortable.
I'm not going to say it to you because I like you. I'm not going to say it.
What?
I'm not going to say it.
Oh, okay.
I said I wasn't going to say it.
Is it about my voice just now?
No.
or- Oh.
No, but I'm not going to say it.
Oh.
I did have a conversation last night with some people in the college football world about where certain coaches might be
Yeah.
listening and talking.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a 0% chance Elko's listening to Penn State. I think Elko's
I
listening.
know that.
Okay,
I
all right,
said
all right,
that
okay.
on the podcast
Why
last
you
night.
hollering?
Because I would be so fucking angry.
Every coach needs to have it out there that they're listening.
Yeah, that's fine.
So that they
I
can
don't
get
want
paid
him.
more.
I want him
paid,
to.
yeah.
I want him
Get their
to.
raise.
I want him to listen for negotiation. I want him to listen for
Yeah.
leverage. That's fine. You better not be serious.
What if he loses like 3 in a row?
Liam.
Then you're like,
No,
get the fuck out of
no,
here.
no.
What's the under the radar game of the week?
I know you were smiling with me,
Yeah.
smiling at me, but no, lockstep with that here. It's Georgia Tech. It's Duke.
I knew you'd
Georgia.
do
I gotta do it because Georgia Tech has a key line to the playoff, but this is also the game, as Brand likes to say, where the cheese starts to slide off that cracker,
They're
right?
not very good.
What?
They're not very good.
But I'm not a Georgia Tech
Keep
guy
winning.
either, and I'm a Duke guy, as Ev said, so I love Duke in this spot. A lot of people were too sour on Duke after the 1-2 start, but they got together. This kid, Nate Shepard at running back, is a blur. That's a freshman that's standing out that has really helped open up their offense, and he didn't play much, get many touches at the beginning of the year. Darian Mentz is figuring things out. He's comfortable. Chandler Rivers, one of the best corners in the country. I like Duke a lot. Like, I really think Duke-Miami is the ACC championship game, man.
Yep. And my under the radar game of the week, y'all left a couple on the vine here, so I'm just going to pick them real quick. How about Washington at Michigan? You guys are salivating
One of the
over
two,
Washington. Michigan's got to put a
Thought about it.
Michigan's got to put some things back together here. If Washington goes in and beat Michigan, we got to really start having the conversations about Washington. You guys have said we should have the whole time. So
Also, Washington, they have this game at Michigan, then they got Illinois at home. I mean, if they go 2-0 in that, I think there's almost no way they don't make the playoff. I think if they go 1-1, they're very alive. It's all going to come down to that Oregon game last week of the year, but they need to go 1-1 in this next.
Maybe
two.
they'll be ranked
Gotta
in
go
a
1-1.
month.
the reason I made eye contact with you is I thought you were going to pick this game, which is
UNLV Boise State.
UNLV
13
at Boise
point
State.
Spreads. Why I didn't pick it.
UNLV at Boise State. Boise State 12.5-point favorites, I think. Big spread. But UNLV just keeps they're the least talked about team on this podcast that probably has the most entertaining stupid pull out a win from nowhere. They've had the dumbest season of any team.
It's crazy.
In the last they've been down 14, 21, doesn't matter. They've given up like 3 touchdowns in a row. They give up all and it just doesn't matter. UNLV wins every single week somehow.
They said they were the team that we picked to be the G5, and I've kept just like periodically just like dropping that nugget every time we talk the G5 because they stay undefeated. But I think there's just no way with the caliber of wins that some of the AAC teams have. But no, they just keep winning, and it's funny because I picked them to go to the playoff. I keep betting against them. They keep fading them as winning money. Yeah. But then they just keep winning games.
Yeah.
Air Force, they were a 7-point dog. That Air Force was the easiest bet ever.
Yeah.
They're 1-5. They're only 7-point dogs to an undefeated team on the road.
Yeah.
But then they just pull it out at the end.
The Air Force game was the most. Whoever has the ball last should be the team that wins this game, and then Air Force just missed the field goal.
Yeah.
Nobody could stop a soul in that game. There was so much wide open. It's so entertaining. Good ball.
Kayce,
Dan Mullen's getting one of those jobs, right?
He says he's staying at UNLV next year.
No chance.
And I think he's staying there because I have asked him to. I said, Dan, stay put. Next year, when Jeff Lebby wins 9 games, I want you to come on home, big guy. So just stay put in UNLV for one more year. Jeff Lebby's going to win 9-10 games next year. He's going to go to wherever he wants to go and then come on home.
He's going to
bring Megan and the kids and come on home, baby.
He's going to leave, and then Urban's son-in-law is going to get promoted to head coach.
Whatever. I've got Dan Mullen on the oven right now. He's simmering. If he starts boiling, I'll pay attention to it. But right now, just leave Dan Mullen alone.
You can't. You're not getting him back. You can't call him big guy. Don't take another job, big guy.
No, big guy's okay. Lil guy is not okay.
Big guy.
Let me tell you something, little bro.
That's better.
I can call Dan Mullen big guy.
It is?
Me and Dan Mullen's team, kids were on the same coach pitch team one time. All right, we coached together.
Big guy is an insult?
Big guy's fine.
Listen here, big guy.
He's not even big guy.
Yeah,
that tone.
Yeah, if I said it to T-Bob or Blutman, yeah. But I just, Dan Mullen, you're good. Vegas is beautiful this time of year.
My guy, that's good.
My guy's great.
My guy.
Oh, no, my
Danny
guy.
Mullen.
No, shut up, my guy. No, that could be.
T-Bob, come on, my guy.
My
Come on, my guy.
My guy's that really.
It depends on how you say it.
But my guy, I don't think is ever condescending.
No, it can absolutely be.
Come on, my guy. Come on. That's condescending.
It's still like a friendly.
Did you not listen to me, my guy? Did you not listen? Like,
yeah, it can be condescending.
Yes,
even that, it just feels weird.
But if I say big Ab, my guy. Come on.
Yeah, it feels friendlier.
On Twitter, like if somebody's saying some shit, I'm like, can you fucking read my guy?
Yeah. All right, go.
Just don't use
that guy's out.
Yeah, exactly, right? Okay, Brandon, have you ever felt like you're being punished for mistakes you've made years ago?
Hey now.
That's what bad credit can feel like, and that's a way out. Let me tell you about Ava. Ava is a credit building app that makes it so easy to improve your credit fast so you can get better rates on loans, pay off debt faster, and keep more money in your pocket. Getting a secured card can take months, but you can be approved for Ava in just 5 minutes and get credit up to $2,500 to pay existing bills and subscriptions automatically. For just $6 a month, you can get access to all of Ava's credit building tools. It keeps it low stress, low cost, and super transparent. So take control of your credit right now. Download the Ava app, that's spelled AVA today, and when you join, use our promo code RUFF, and your first month is totally free. Get the Ava app and use promo code RUFF. Let them know you heard it from us and get your first month for free. That's promo code RUFF. So go get yourself some good credit.
All right, let's see. I have it written down here.
Player.
The player to watch, the upset. No, let's do upset alert right here. What team is on upset alert this week? Liam Blutman.
On upset alert this week's the Oklahoma Sooners. I mean, this was the most fraudulent team in America. They will continue to prove that. Obviously, I'm not a South Carolina guy. I really am not a Lenore Sellers guy, but this is a big opportunity for Lenoris. Oklahoma gets, whereas Lenore Sellers against the Blitz is not very good. He's making a ton of mistakes. Yeah. So Oklahoma's going to pressure him along. We'll see what happens. Yeah. But I think this is where he'll just use his legs, escape, make a lot of big running plays, splash plays that people obsess over on Twitter. And I just don't trust anything about OU. I don't like either of these teams. South Carolina home dog. Yep.
He also fucking cooked this team last year, like roasted them, flambéed them. T-Bob, what is your upset alert?
I'm between. I almost wanted to go USC Notre Dame, but I'll go Tennessee. I'll go Tennessee at Alabama. Actually, Tennessee.
Who's on upset alert?
What's that?
Who's on upset alert?
Dude, Alabama's 8.5 point favorites.
Right.
Yeah.
So who's going to win the game?
Oh, I'm saying Tennessee. Well, I figured like if we knew that Alabama,
fair enough. So
like
Alabama's on upset alert.
Alabama's on upset alert.
Okay.
Yeah, if we know that Alabama's the favorite, the offense, in my opinion, just makes them very live to have like a have the ball last type of deal and win the game. And it's a series that Alabama won 15 in a row. Now Tennessee's won 2 of the last 3.
Yeah.
So I could see it.
Big Ev, I don't like his eyes right now. He's about to steal mine. I can tell it. And I have one that's so fucking good.
I have one that's good too.
Big Ev, fuck you and your eyes. Who's on upset alert this weekend?
Well, my first choice would have been Liam's pick of South Carolina because I do think they are live. I think a really, really sneaky one.
You fat fuck.
It's Texas.
Okay, good. I like that.
I think Texas is on upset alert.
Brandon,
Okay.
be
Against
sweet.
Kentucky?
Yeah, I think it's dangerous. I think it's a sleepy college football spot. I think Kentucky's been decent at home. I mean, they've got blown out the road a few times. I mean, that Ole Miss, they almost should have won that game. They were in that game to the very end. I just think it's a sleepy spot. I'm still not like impressed with Texas. Their defense is good. But I just think it's one of those weird, like you walk into Lexington off a big emotional win, really needed that to get back. And then this is a spot you lay an egg.
This is a true upset pick. I love this pick.
Yeah.
This one didn't even register to me, but everything you're saying is right.
By the way, I would love it.
Well, everything he's saying is right, except for that it's fucking Mark Stoops at Kentucky.
But that's what makes it so
Right.
great.
Mark who?
Yeah, except it's not going to fucking happen because it's Mark Stoops at Kentucky.
Mark who?
Never say never.
Watch, I'm going to be the asshole that gets clipped after.
Casey, who's the upset alert?
Nebraska is on upset alert.
Laser focused.
Nebraska is on upset alert. What?
That's the one.
They are playing at Minnesota. Minnesota has been playing very well. Drake Lindsey, hell of a season so far. He has almost 1,300 yards, 9 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. They've got a fantastic running game behind multiple running backs. Brandon?
Why the fuck did you say Nebraska?
Because that's my pick.
Why the fuck do y'all keep doing this to me? I'm going first from now on for every category.
All right, go
That's
then.
fair.
Why don't we
That's
just
fair,
tag
big
team
guy.
it? Why don't we just tag
Yeah,
team
why
it?
does it
It's
got to
okay.
be individual picks? Y'all can both agree it's a good pick.
God damn it. Okay, continue.
No.
You continue.
No,
Continue.
not what you just threw. You throw a fit like my 2.5-year-old, and then you expect me
I
to
do
just,
not.
Yes, you do.
I do not.
And you can.
I do not.
Yes, you do.
Do not.
Why?
Do not times 10.
Why? 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 Go ahead.
So obviously, the pick is Nebraska and Minnesota. Friday night, on the road. Mm-hmm. Nebraska is not good. Nebraska's surviving every week. Like they're surviving, and that's fine. They're got a ranking beside their name. They're 5-1 for the first time in forever. Their coach is over there playing footsie in State College, Pennsylvania. Everything is in order here. But my other one, I did have another one, so I'll give you that one.
You had to throw a fit like that and act this way.
I wrote down 3.
By the way, Loki, footsie is underrated.
I wrote down 3.
Really?
Georgia Tech at Duke, obviously, because I don't think Georgia Tech's a good team. Nebraska at Minnesota, because I think Minnesota's going to win that football game. And lastly, Missouri at Auburn. Auburn is going to fuck somebody's season up. Mm-hmm. Auburn is too good to keep losing every single week. Auburn was right there with Georgia, right there with Oklahoma, right there with everybody. They have good ingredients. They have very good players. Their coaching staff has held them back. But Missouri coming off Alabama, crushing them at home emotionally. They go on the road they haven't left Missouri yet. They haven't left Columbia yet. And now they're going to Auburn, a sneaky, very, very tough place to play. Missouri's losing at Auburn.
I know I said this on our episode earlier this week. I love when you heel turn on teams that you ride hard for.
But because, listen, this was always going to be a tough spot.
No, I know.
I just thought they were going to beat Alabama, but this is a tough spot. Auburn, I think Auburn, again, Auburn's that sleeper team coming down the stretch where I think they're 3-3. If they went 5-1 in the second half of the season, I wouldn't be shocked.
I mean, they're going to win the. I don't know. I don't remember when you brought it up earlier. Like, I don't think anyone scoffed. I'm going to bet Auburn.
Yeah,
that's a line. If you know me at all,
yeah,
I'm betting that line 10 times out of 10.
Their offense is just so bad.
Nebraska rolls.
You think so?
And I'm normally like, that'd be a spot.
Yeah.
I think that line, if that's a Minnesota line, that's like a 3.5 point line. I think Nebraska goes in there, wins by like 10.
I just think that Friday night spot is tailor-made for them.
It's fair. I think Nebraska. I like Minnesota. I don't love Minnesota. I think Nebraska wins. Like,
I don't love Nebraska, and I picked them to go to the playoff, but it hasn't really.
It is an upset
since he went his age,
pretty good. The defense has been awesome, and Dylan Raiola's been damn good.
Yeah, but it's a watch. It's like you said before, like the tornado watch versus warning. Like it's definitely there, especially anytime a head coach starts getting like, even if he has had zero conversations, anytime he's talked about
having an answer about his coach going to fucking Penn State.
Like that's a
but
problem.
I like the way they've all handled it.
Yeah,
I actually think I've appreciated that because I hate when coaches try to pretend like this thing everyone's talking about is not going on. He addressed it head on, which I think they appreciate. I think Raiola appreciated. Like, I think he just said, hey, like, they all understand I went to school. They all understand it's getting talked about, but I'm here. And, like, we've got a job to do. Like, we're on the mission. One goal in mind.
Brandon, you ready for some Holy War talk?
Yeah, go ahead.
You want to talk some Holy War, Liam?
Yeah, of course.
This is the Venmo Big Game Preview segment, of course, sponsored by Venmo. We've been talking about the Venmo debit card all year. It works hand in hand with your Venmo app. So when you get paid back for the bar, the restaurant, whatever it may be, it can go to a Venmo debit card. You can immediately access that money and choose to spend it on whatever you want, from game day tickets to tailgating snacks to whatever your heart desires, Brandon. Score more with the Venmo debit card and access fan rewards from Big Ten Plus and Perplexity Pro. Sign up at venmo.com/collegecard today. No monthly fee, no minimum balance. Max cashback varies. Terms apply. The Venmo MasterCard is issued by the Bancorp Bank N.A. So the Venmo Big Game Preview, Liam Blutman, the Holy War, number 23 Utah at number 15 BYU.
How do you not just get emotionally fired up for a game like this, folks? How do you not do that? The most one-score games over the last 30 years is the BYU-Utah series.
Oh, wow.
They've played 19 of them since 1995. These two teams get together. You're in for an absolute, unmitigated banger. I cannot wait. BYU's defense has been tough. They are one of only 4 teams in the country that has allowed 5 plays of 30-plus yards, showing Ohio State, Penn State, Nebraska. Utah's offense is only completing 9.99 yards per completion. Not good. Devin has not been able to showcase his arm talent. He has a big arm. They have been able to do it. BYU's defense, 9th fewest in yards per completion allowed. They're led by Tarian Alexander III. Tough name to say. Great corner. I can't wait to watch this game on Saturday night. Thank these religious schools that this is not at 9 a.m. Pacific time, at 10 a.m. local. Thank the heavens that be in Utah. I mean, we're going to see hate, spit, blood, tears, a little bit of cussing, no alcohol in the stands, some cougar tails on display. There's going to be punches thrown. Punches thrown is a guarantee. There will be a fight at some point in this game. Will Kevin Harlan, Utah's AD, even make his way on the field after last year's debacle? Who knows? When you watch BYU Utah, you're going to see something you probably haven't seen in quite a while. I'm so happy. I'm so ready. Great googly moogly. This is what it's all about, folks. This is college football. This is what college football is all about.
That's the Venmo Big Game Preview.
Yeah, it is. Very, very good.
Anybody else want to say anything before we move on?
I mean, look, I'm just every year I'm like surprised that BYU's as good as they are, but every year they're pretty damn good. Last year they started 9-0, finished 11-2. They're 6-0, 3-0 in conference. You look right now.
They're the most nobody believes in them team in America.
Every single year.
Yeah.
Every year.
Bear Bachmeyer saved them, because if it was little McKay Hillstead that was playing quarterback this year, yikers.
So this is what's interesting. We talked a lot of Dampier in the offseason. Him and Bear Bachmeyer have the exact same stats right now. Bachmeyer's over 1,200. Dampier's 1,100. It's 8 touchdowns to 11, 3 picks, 63% completion to 71. Bachmeyer's rushed for 300 yards and 7 touchdowns. Dampier's rushed for 370 and 5 touchdowns. So sneaky fun. Just a really great game. Really great. They're both ranked. Holy War being ranked is awesome. And look, there's no belief like religious belief. Mm-hmm. And so to have, religious fervor, and to have a little almost interdenominational twist to this game, it feels like the old, In Ireland, was it Catholics versus Protestants, or was it two different types of Protestants that used to bomb each other?
No idea.
Anyway, it's fun. Without the car bombings.
The rivalries, the marching bands, the upsets, Saturdays are made for football, and DraftKings Sportsbook is celebrating college football's game of the week with a special profit boost for all customers. Just opt in for the game this Saturday, and you'll score a single-use profit boost token for the game, whether you're betting on your go-to team or an underdog. Saturdays are yours to own with the DraftKings Sportsbook. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code RUFF. That's code RUFF for all customers to get a special profit boost on the college game of the week. In partnership with DraftKings Sportsbook, the crown is yours. All right, group, we have about 15 minutes to knock out 2 categories.
You want to just... Well, you have to do the DraftKings parlay.
Oh, I don't even... have you got... Yeah, let's do it right here. The DraftKings underdog parlay. Who's in it with me?
Me.
Big Ev and T-Bob. Big Ev,
Yeah,
what's
because
your...
I picked Michigan, so I relegated myself because what a fucking awful pick that was last week. Those bums.
Big Ev, what's your pick?
I talked about it before. I think it's Kentucky. Kentucky getting 12.5. I talked about that outright. Maybe they're lying, but I think 12. I think they keep this game within 10. Yeah, I think it's a dogfight. Obviously in Lexington, sleepy college football spot. Just give me the Cats plus 12.5.
T-Bob.
I'm gonna go with my upset alert. I'm gonna go Tennessee plus 8.5.
And I am going to go with Auburn money line to beat Mizzou. They're plus 1.5. I hate
money
using
line.
because that could flip to like them being favored by the time this game starts. I hate using that, but I still believe in that. That's my underdog that I believe in the most.
What are the odds, Blutman?
Plus 638 odds.
Plus 638.
All right, so
Fucking
2
Michigan.
categories, 13 minutes. We have the player to watch and the cover your eyes game of the week. Is that right? Is that what we got left?
Yes.
The player to watch, Kayce Smith, go.
I'm not going to spend too much time, but it's Marcel Reed against Arkansas.
No,
Yeah.
it is not.
Oh, yeah, it
With
is.
5, this is absurd. You realize that, right? This is absurd.
Against a terrible defense, like the worst. Everyone goes off against
Yeah,
them.
listen,
How
okay?
good can he be?
This is actually, if he doesn't throw for 400, people are going to be like,
Correct.
he might stink.
Hey, hear me out, boys. Hear me out. Okay, Marcel has started a little slow in some of these games. Now he ends up putting it together and it's been fine. We're undefeated. But if you're going to come out against a team and show that you can start hot, you got to do it against Arkansas. You got to do it against a team that has a little bit of a spark with Bobby Petrino back at the helm. I'm just saying, all of you motherfuckers around here are always like, well, there's going to be a trip up spot. I'm just saying he needs to come out fast because he's got to go to Baton Rouge next week at night. So I'm excited to watch him take a little bit of a step forward and just come out fucking firing
You
against
make
Arkansas.
Me fucking sick.
Also, this game is always insane.
It is.
This
I
game
will
is
give her
always
that.
close.
Yeah, of
is
course
insane.
it is. Again,
This game in Arkansas, by the way?
Yeah, it's at Arkansas.
What
It's
happened
not-
to Dallas?
The contract ended.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
thank God.
how about this? Aggie stat of the day.
It's always insane, but we're like 13-1.
Texas
so.
A&M's 3 SEC opponents are combined 2 of 33 on third down. That's a 6% conversion rate in conference.
Correct.
They're number 1 in the country with Ohio State right behind them. They're only allowing third down conversion 20% of the time. Very good officer. But here's the more intriguing thing to me. All 3 of those conference games have been at home in College Station, and now
Against bad opponent.
they'll hit the road 3 times in a row. They'll be at Arkansas, at LSU, at Mizzou. We gon' figure out just how real over the next month this is. Also, interesting note, when Kayce was just talking about Marcel, may be one of the only times in which you'll have a female asking a man to come fast. So let's see if he can get that done on
That's not true.
Saturday.
Big Al,
That's
who's
not
your-
true.
Yeah,
Who's your?
That's just also not true.
Oh, really?
You
You sometimes just want to like knock
They
it
want
out.
that shit over
anyways,
with.
Yeah,
Big
that's
Al!
true. Actually,
Yes.
that's true. You've been really
Yes.
that's true.
Yes.
Who's your player to watch?
Trinidad
Please
Chambliss.
fucking get this over with.
Yeah.
Trinidad Chambliss is the guy. I mean, going on the road to Georgia, Lotta, is Ole Miss real? Are they fraudulent? This is kind of a spot to prove that. You go win at Georgia, I don't think anyone's going to say they're fraudulent after that. But again, a lot of talk. He hasn't had a true road start yet. This is the spot. Big spot for Trinidad.
T-Bob, player to watch.
Go to Liam first.
Liam, player to watch.
Jeremiah Smith. No, Mekhi Lemon, who we already spoke about briefly.
Shit.
Mekhi Lemon's definitely, I can't wait to watch him against Notre Dame secondary. Georgia's defense against Ole Miss and their RPOs. Georgia's defense has been very successful against RPOs, so I'm interested to see what's up there. And then Terry and Alexander III, who I mentioned for BYU, who I just found out 8 seconds ago, is Mike Tolbert's cousin, which is kind of wild to think about. He's been incredible for BYU this season, the sophomore that hails from the state of Georgia. Yeah, ball.
T-Bob, player to watch.
I was going to go Mekhi Lemon.
He's
Okay,
a
well,
joy to watch.
we'll make it 3 in a row because I'm not going Mekhi Lemon, but I am going Jaden Mayava. I'm going, going on the road, and I think this is if you if you had to circle the biggest spot for an individual team on this entire calendar, I think this spot for USC is so big. I think it's literally the difference in Lincoln Riley being employed at the end of the year or not. I think if they win this game, it's eyes to the playoff. If lose this game, it's eyes towards losing to Nebraska, losing to Oregon, and getting a new coach. That's how big I think this is, and Jaden Maiava is carrying that on his shoulders into South Bend against a defense who can get got. So I think it's Jaden Maiava. All right, and lastly, the Liam Blutman Memorial Cover Your Eyes Game of the Week. I will go first. And this is the easiest choice in the history of this show, of this category. Ladies and gentlemen, when these teams are good, Penn State, Iowa is ugly.
That was mine too.
When these teams are awesome, this game is ugly. You don't want to ever watch Penn State. It's two of the uglier uniforms you'll ever see. Especially when it's at Iowa. Iowa's just got an ugly ass field. Like there's nothing pretty about Penn State, Iowa. Now that Penn State's got a backup quarterback, an interim coach, nothing to play for. Iowa's just Iowa. I don't know how much money's in your wallet, T-Bob.
I don't carry cash.
I have cash in my purse.
You couldn't give it to me to watch this game. I'm not watching. I make a promise to God and everybody. If this game goes to 9 overtimes, I'm going to show up on Saturday night and not have a goddamn clue what happened.
I have this game as well because not that you couldn't pay me, because technically we do get paid to watch that game. I couldn't care less about Iowa this year. My Penn State watch has ended. I had my watch on Penn State. It is officially done now that James Franklin is gone, and I hope Drew Aller feels better. Godspeed. But I no longer give a single shit about Penn State.
Big Av, the Liam Blutman Memorial Cover Your Eyes Game of the Week.
It's Ohio State, Wisconsin. I'm worried about the safety of the boys out there. I'm worried someone might get hurt out there. I can't believe it's only 27.5. I think that's disrespectful.
I like that you look away. It's like, don't, yeah.
It's like, if you like care about young men age 18 to 22, like there might be some bodies laid out on the floor. This is going to get ugly, really, really ugly. I'm worried about those. I'm sure they're nice boys, got good families, come from good homes. I'm worried about their safety.
T-Bob, the Liam Blutman Memorial Cover Your Eyes Game of the Week.
I mean, it's Maryland, UCLA. You know, who the fuck wants to watch the Braves? No, I'm just kidding.
We're wearing throwbacks.
I'm just kidding.
We're wearing throwbacks.
It's
actually kind of a fun jersey matchup.
It's a fun game.
We're wearing throwbacks, T-Bob.
It's LSU at Vandy. Nobody needs to watch it. I just wouldn't even worry about it.
He's so scared.
I wouldn't even worry about it, you know.
He wants Brian Kelly nuke.
It's a big college football weekend. A lot of great games to really be locked into. Nashville, it's not that cool of a stadium.
Nashville.
Don't even need a...
Who wants to go to Nashville?
Yeah,
Nashville's great. Brandon, did I
it.
see you... I didn't watch the clip. Did I see you try to make a case for Diego Pavia to win the Heisman?
Yeah.
No, the Wiseman.
So the Wiseman is like not the Heisman favorites, but guys
what
that
used to be the because list.
The because list. Okay, that's fine.
But
the way I took it was you act like, because again I didn't watch the clip. I was on a flight, but I took it as you were actually making.
It's players over the next 6 games that we don't have a Heisman favorite yet are good enough to play their way into being the Heisman Trophy winner.
Yeah, the because list.
It was Jeremiah Love. If he goes off this week against USC, shoots up. So is Jaden Maiava.
I have your list.
If Diego Pavia, who by the way has he's got Texas coming up. He's got all these chances to knock off these good SEC teams. If he does like 3 in a row, all of a sudden he's going to be way up there. And then the last one was
Damon Williams.
Damon Williams, who's got the same opportunity in a different conference.
Where do you have my guy?
Not very high. You asked. You said it yourself.
I'm sick of your shit.
He plays half a game every week.
Can you imagine how insufferable she's going to become if A&M actually ends up being good?
We're not going to have to worry about that. Blutman.
You see?
The Liam Blutman Memorial Cover Your Eyes Game of the Week.
One thing people don't talk about enough at all. Sorry, again, I haven't slept in 7 years. Like, people have not talked enough about this. Conference realignment ruins something so special, and that's the after dark slates on Saturday night. You used to have 3, 4, maybe 5 just good quality West Coast matchups in the Pac-12 and the Mountain West. And now what do you have? We're looking at Nevada, New Mexico. All right, that's fine. You're looking at Florida State, Stanford. And to end that slate on the CW network is 5-2 Lafayette going to play at 0-7 Oregon State. This is a week 8 after dark special. How is this? What has our sport come to? Oregon State finally fired some parts ways to Trent Bray. That program is dead. It is a corpse. They're in the Pac-2, soon to be the Pac-8 or whatever. Who cares? They are so bad at football. Brandon talked about not being able to take money to watch Penn State, Iowa. I think that they're handing tickets out to students in Corvallis residents and failing for those tickets to be taken. It's bad in Corvallis. The spread for this game will not release until Saturday. I can't wait to see what the spread is. If Oregon State manages to lose to Lafayette, you'll be watching this game wincing in pain, in agony, and that's why you need to close your eyes.
Are we talking like UL? Like UL?
No, like Lafayette.
No, like the Lafayette Leopards.
I was just making sure that we weren't. Okay, yeah.
The Leopards.
Yeah.
All right.
Patriot League.
We gotta go to Cracker Barrel.
We got to go to Cracker Barrel, guys. We got to get in the car and go to Cracker Barrel. Otherwise, we'll be back Saturday night to recap all of the carnage and Marcel Reed's big game.
Hey, listen.
That's a crazy pick.
Well,
I didn't say it was the game of the week. I just said player to watch. There's
a lot of players.
There's a lot of players, but you have to understand that I know you. And if Mississippi State was in this position, you would find a way to work it into the conversation.
Not me.
I have to find a way to work it into the conversation. And also, I can say whatever the fuck I want.
That's
my
fine.
name. Well, it's not there anymore, but I was going to say my name's right there. Unfortunately, it's not. I wasn't just going to bring up A&M Arkansas out of nowhere. I had to fit it into the categories.
I don't like that it says established 2018. I didn't get here till 2019.
Well, this feed was established 2018.
Yeah, but this show didn't matter until Brandon Walker joined.
Wait. Oh yeah, that should say 2019. Yeah, you're right.
This show didn't start until 2019.
Right, it was me and Johnny Manziel.
Yeah.
Comeback season.
Who? All right, that's the show. We're going to Cracker Barrel.
Goodbye.
Big F, let's go eat.